What's up, Ocean? You got Matt here, coach of your Montreal Milotic, bringing you our Week 8 battle for the NCP. We are crushing it right now. We have, I believe, 6 wins, 1 loss. That's what it is. Getting a bit ahead of myself. Regardless, guys, I do want to make sure you guys do me a massive favor. And that is to go down and smash the like button if you guys enjoyed this video. And, of course, subscribe to the channel if you have not already. We have our goals for the new year officially. I can get into that another time. So, for the time being, not going to bother. But, hey, let's go and jump into it. It is January 1st, 2021 at the time of recording. So, I'm excited. But, guys, let's go ahead and jump into this. We are playing against Olivia Sama and her new... No, it's not the New England Saints. No, it's the New England Saints Snow. That's it. My bad. Olivia Sama and her New England. I was gonna say New England Snow, folks. Again, Olivia Sama and her New Orleans Saint Snow. That's it. All right. This is the team that she shares with Josh. I think one other person's sharing with it. I'm not positive, but I'm pretty sure it's just her and Josh. Like, I'm not 100%. Regardless, you guys see her team. It is a scary, scary team. Not only does she have 2 of the new toys, being Spectrier and Galar Zapdos, she also happens to have Shadow Tag Gothitelle, and on top of that, Zoroark to make sure that they become hidden. So you don't know if you're going to be trapped in. You don't know if you're going to be just being demolished by a grim neighing Spectrier, and you don't know if you can't go for a defog against the Galarian Zapdos or not. Basically, it's a very scary team. On top of that, the Heatran, the Rotom Wash are phenomenal pairings, and the Whimsicott as well. Those 3 Pokemon paired together are also very, very scary. Honestly, she has so many amazing Pokemon. I haven't even spoken about the Mudsdale, which I believe is an amazing bring this week, and Tyrantrum, which could just set up a Dragon Dance and honestly just win a game pretty much at any point in time. It is just that strong. Looking at our matchup, though, I definitely feel we have a couple positions where we can do really well. Unfortunately, Liv, I think she's like... I can't remember her record exactly. I think she's like 3-4 or something, which... I mean, she's not out of the playoff hunt, but if we get the win here, it's likely she will be. We've won our last matchup with Liv, but usually we don't win 2 in a row, because if we do win 2 in a row, it's because of hacks. But the last time we tried to win 2 in a row, we actually got hacked out in the it was the GDL first round. So hopefully we don't get hacked this time. Hopefully she doesn't get hacked this time. Let's just have a great game. You guys saw in BBR, we actually she missed a lot of moves, and that was unfortunate. You guys saw in the video that we had against her on Christmas. No, the 26th of December, that she missed a lot of moves as well. So let's go ahead and jump into it. I'm honestly thinking we have a fantastic team. We have a really cool team this time around. It's not my best work, but we do have a really scary team nonetheless. 1 more win should clinch us playoffs, by the way, so I do want to point that out. Hopefully we can get that done, and let's go ahead and jump into it. So our first one we're going to be looking at is going to be our Tapu Koko here. Now, Koko is running the Shucker Berry this week. Shucker Berry is there for something like the Heatran. Heatran is very scary for my team specifically because of what I'm doing with it, so I really want to run the Shucker Berry as a way to weaken it. Originally I was running the Magnet, but with the Shucker Berry I can take any hits from the Heatran. I actually, with my investment, I should be able to take any 2 hits from the Heatran from full, which is amazing. Like, as long as it's not like Fire Blast, but like Lava Plume, I take 2. Flash Cannon, I take 2. Earth Power, I won't take 2, but with my Shucker Berry, it will do 50% to me, or actually less than 50% to me, unless it's like Specs or something, or Life Orb or whatever. But if that's the case, then I'm happy, because it's not going to be a defensive set, and that is the set that I'm most afraid of. We have Grass Knot there for the Mudsdale. We have U-Turn there to get out of bad situations, like something, for example, I don't know, the Shadow Tag and Gothitelle, which could then just ruin my entire day. I really don't want the Gothitelle to be coming. It's annoying, honestly. If it does come, okay, fine. It's not the worst situation. It's better the Gothitelle than something else. I'm not going to say in case we do play again, but if the Gothitelle does come, I have ways around it, and that's because I have U-Turn on this set. I'm actually not running anything that's Choice Scarfed or Choice Locked in any way. And the reason for that is because I don't want to be locked into an unfavorable position where the Gothitelle can just sit in on me, set up for game, and then just win 6-0. And that's... I don't want to be dealing with that at all. It's not happening. Not in this house. This set has speed for anything creeping me, creeping the Zoroark. So that includes the Whimsicott, and that includes the Spectrier. Now, Spectrier, I assume it's going to be max speed, timid. And the reason for that is because Liv and I have played in the past before, and in those situations, it's been... This is the thing. It has been... I think it was Haxorus versus Urshifu. I could be wrong, but I think that was the matchup, where she actually did not run max speed on her Haxorus, and I ran max speed on my Urshifu, because I said, you know what, I'll just run max speed. Speed's high at worst with the Haxorus. Don't need EVs anywhere, so it's fine. She decided to not go with that, and because I was able to outspeed and get a KO. Unfortunately, she's kind of learned her lesson there. When she plays me, she makes sure she has the speed that's needed. So I said, you know what, instead of going for the speed tie this time, I'll make sure I have enough bulk to take other hits, because Koko isn't really going to take hits from Spectrier that often. As long as Koko is just here to just pressure her team, put in work with the electric type moves, get rid of the Mudsdale, hopefully with the lure. It's very, very solid. If we can weaken the Mudsdale, then once we can just click Grass Knot freely. That's the thing. We click Grass Knot freely, and that will allow us to then Grass Knot, obviously, get rid of the Mudsdale, and then Thunderbolt the entire time. And when we Thunderbolt the entire time, our team just really, really punishes her because her electric resists aren't really there. She has, what does she have? She has just the Whimsicott, the Tyrantrum, and the Ferroseed. The Mudsdale isn't a resist, it's immunity, obviously, but if I get rid of the Mudsdale, great. And again, in the, the Tyrantrum doesn't want to take a Dazzling Gleam. The Whimsicott is going to be annoyed a bit by the U-turn, by some shenanigans. I do have Roost on this set to make sure I have recovery options, so that's kind of what it's there for. I did mention that we take any 2 hits from the Heatran, basically. We also take a Jolly Banded Zapdos, Galarian Zapdos is stopping Tantrum, and we also take a Specs, or no, it is. Is it a timid? Let me try that again. It is a timid Specs Shadow Ball from the Spectrier. Spectrier. Dope. All right, that is going to be our Coco. Moving on to our next mon, it is going to be Salem the Alolan Persian. I believe this is going to be its second game, and I think the first time we actually brought it, the only other time we brought it, we lost, and that was against Uzi. Now, hopefully it's not a trend. We'll see. I mean, we'll see after today. But transactions are closed, so I can't do anything about it anymore. Regardless, I have to bring this because it is a dark type, and look at my team. I don't have a normal type on my roster, meaning I literally have no immunity to Spectrier. So I have to bring my only resist to it, and it's unfortunate. And I really, look, I had another set planned. It's like it was a rattled set with it was Nasty Plot, Burning Jealousy, Dark Pulse, and I think it was Thunderbolt were the options, and that in theory does really good. The issue is I could not invest enough in my speed to outspeed what I wanted to, like the Galarian Zapdos, for example, and the Zoroark, while having enough attack investments, or special attack investment rather, to do the damage I want to a +2, while having enough bulk to make sure I can take 2 Spectrier Shadow Balls without the Assault Vest, because I obviously can't run Nasty Plot and the Assault Vest at the same time. So instead we're going with this route. We have Knockoff, Water Pulse, Icy Wind, and U-turn with the Fur Coat ability. Now Fur Coat, you guys know what it does. It doubles your defense stat, period. There's no negative downside, none at all. It's dope because it basically means my 82 defense is, instead of being 82 in its stat, it's what, 164. That's really, really strong. So I will definitely take advantage of that. Like, for context, my Scizor has 138 in its defensive stat this week, compared to Salem, which will have 164. That's crazy, it's a huge jump. Regardless, this set has speed for the Zoroark, that is the big thing. It also will allow me to really support the rest of my team very well. I would love to run Parting Shot on it this week. The issue is, with the Zapdos, I can't afford it. If I go for Parting Shots on the Zapdos, yeah, it'll lose a stage in attack and special attack, but it'll gain 2 stages in attack, so it's getting to +1 regardless. And if it's a Choice Scarf mon, then I'm screwed. I think I just auto lose to like Brave Bird or Close Combat, so we can't afford that. We just cannot. So that's why we have the U-turn instead. Icy Wind is there specifically for the Tyrantrum. It also hits the Mudsdale for solid damage. Water Pulse hits it for better, honestly, but it helps me out a lot in case I don't have to worry about the Zapdos being, I guess, Choice Scarfed or whatever. I can just fire off the Icy Wind, lower its speed, and that's still a very useful set for me, unless of course she's Agility. It helps me with the Spectrier a lot, and that's basically it. I just wanted also a way to hit the Whimsicott, and kind of this was the best catch-all that I had. I was debating running Technician, but because we have access to Fur Coat and we have the ridiculous boost in our defense, we actually can take a Banded Head Smash from Tyrantrum. That was just in case, if it's at +1, we can take that hit just to be safe. I felt like that was going to be my best option, you know. Why not? Just to be safe, we can definitely do that. And Icy Wind also helps me so it just can't set up. And with our investment, we are actually not 3-hit KO'd by Spectrier's Shadow Ball, which I will definitely take. The issue is, if rocks are up, we are 3-hit KO'd, and that does suck. But we do have Knockoff to get rid of the Specs, and we'll know right away if it's Specs or not. If we get rid of the Knockoff, or get rid of the Specs with a Knockoff rather, it's going to make it a lot less threatening for me, so I will definitely take that as a trade-off. And if we can get rid of that, then it's going to make our team so much more threatening to hers, because we, one, do a shit ton of damage to her, even with a negative nature, but at the same time, we're getting rid of her item, which makes her really, really scary. Now, she can definitely get boost, and if she got boost, it's going to be very scary for us to deal with. But regardless, we do have ways around it. Our Persian being one of them, Priority being another, and Multiscale being the third option there. So let's go ahead and jump into our next mon, which is going to be Deadpool, the Scizor with the Ockerberry, Bullet Punch, U-turn, Knockoff, and Roost. This set has enough investment so that we take a timid Spectrier's Shadow Ball after rocks. We also, with our Ockerberry, take a timid Lava Plume from non-boosted Heatran. So for example, if she is running a timid set, max special attack, Lava Plume, we'll take that hit. I don't anticipate that to be the case. I think she's going to be a very specially defensive set or a very physically defensive set. If I had to guess, probably specially defensive, because she is going to be wanting to take some hits, and Maybe she doesn't want to take hits from Keldeo, but she does have a Rotom in the back for that as an option. But she does want to have an answer to Coco, and this is just a really good catch-all for Coco when I have to play a 50-50 with the Mudsdale coming in. Because if I go for Grass Knot, Grass Knot is a contact move, which could activate Flame Body on Heatran. If you guys didn't know, I didn't before this, but Heatran now gets access to Flame Body. Shit. So that's the only thing we have to deal with, but it also means that it's going to be 4 times resisted, so it's not going to be doing as much damage. Other than that, I decided to put in a shit ton of investment into my physical defense. Now, the biggest reason for that was because with the investment, we can actually take a Banded, Jolly, Close Combat, or Brave Bird after rocks from the Galarian Zapdos. So just to be safe, we have this as another option. We can knock off, get rid of the Choice Band, which is nice, and then we can just roost off some damage against other things. We do have a decent bit of speed, just a tiny little bit. The speed is there for anything creeping me, creeping it. Something like the Gothitelle, for example. Gothitelle and Scizor have the same base speed at 65, so there's a chance that it can be a speed tie if she's not running a Choice Scarf set, for example, or if she's running a very slow Gothitelle. And if I can fire off a U-turn or a knockoff, it's going to be just a huge benefit for me. Honestly, Gothitelle I'm expecting to run like Ghost coverage, Electric coverage, and that's kind of it. I don't think it really needs Psychic coverage against my team. Honestly, it might need Psychic coverage, but I still have an Uxie, which kind of deals with it pretty effectively, so we'll see. Gothitelle definitely can be Scarfed, Trick, Calm Mind, Rest, whatever. Very scary set, but we have options for it. And because of the ridiculous, I guess, setup of Scizor stats, by the way, we're actually able to invest an Adamant Nature into the set as well with an extra 4 EVs, which really boosts up our power. Like, you guys see the difference between an Adamant Nature and a Jolly Nature, or whatever non-boosting nature. 151 is our stat in attack at level 50 with a neutral nature. With an Adamant Nature, it jumps to 166. That's a 15-point jump. That's huge. I will definitely take advantage of that because it's more valuable for us to be able to hit hard with bullet punches against something like the Spectrier, which we want to hit it with the bullet punch before it gets a Will-O-Wisp off on us. That's part of it, right? Regardless, let's go ahead and move into our next mon. That is going to be Aramis, our Assault Vest, Keldeo, Scald, Aura Sphere, Air Slash, and Flip Turn. Reason I'm running Scald specifically is because I just want to have that just in case I can get that burn. I would love to run Surf, but getting the burn is very nice on something like the Zapdos, because if I can get the burn on the Zapdos, that's huge. I don't want the burn on anything else though. Maybe the Tyrantrum, but we have Aura Sphere for that, so I feel fine. But I don't want the burn on anything else. Maybe Rotom, I don't know, to negate lefty's damage, but that's really it. Maybe I should switch over to Scald, to Surf. I don't know. I'm going to stay with what I got. Sent Owen the team already as the fan goes off. Air Slash is there because it hits the Whimsicott for super effective damage, does more damage than Icy Wind does. It also hits Zapdos for great damage, it's better than Scald or Aura Sphere would. And then that's pretty much it. Aura Sphere is there because we want to hit something like the Rotom for great damage. I anticipate the Rotom to be more physically defensive, kind of mixed, but physically defensive primarily. So we have Aura Sphere for that. And then Flip Turn is there for momentum, just in case. Again, I don't want the Gothitelle coming in and feeling like it can just do whatever it wants against me. Because if I run Toxic on this set, even though I'm Assault Vest, for example, if I got Toxic off on the Gothitelle, if Liv is running a Resto Chesto set or something along those lines, then it's useless for me. It does nothing. So Flip Turn was the option here so I don't get trapped. That's what our team does. So far, all 4 of my members have Flip Turn or U-Turn or whatever, or something along those lines. Our next mon is going to be Piff the Magic Dragon. Dragonite is here with a really cool set that I absolutely love this set. I'm so happy with the set that I came up with. It is Dual Wing Beat, Thunder Wave, Roost, and we went with Defog as our last move. Originally it was Toxic, but we went with Defog instead. Toxic was there mostly to hit the Mudsdale and the Rotom, and I can poison those things and really weaken them, which is nice, but I didn't feel like it was performing that well in the mocks. So I decided to go with Defog instead because I really didn't want to deal with Rocks Up, specifically for the Keldeo, my next mon, the Uxie, and Salem, because Salem definitely needs to make sure rocks are off the field for it to be as effective as I really want it to be. Now, this set with heavy duty boots, we actually will be able to take many hits. We have so much special defense investment. I'll go over it really quickly. So Dragonite allows me to make sure that I'm not 2KO'd by 2 Specs Shadow Balls without multiscale. That is amazing. There is the chance to drop my special defense, but that means that if ever I get knocked off, I can still come in. As long as I'm at 50% or higher, I'll take the hit. I will definitely take that. I have to take it. There's, I think, actually, wait, let me rephrase this. It's not guaranteed. It's pretty much guaranteed. It's like she needs 2 max rolls to be able to get. So it's a 0.4% chance for her to 2KO me from full. I'll take that rolls. I'll take those odds. Moving on. The big thing with this, though, is it paralyzes everything. If we can paralyze her team, we will win the game. I firmly believe that. I would love to have Earthquake on the set. Earthquake was the debate between that and Defog after we decided that Toxic wasn't the best option, but the flying coverage hits pretty much everything except for the Heatran and the Rotom, and I guess the Tyrantrum for great damage, but then you have the Mudsdale and the Ferroseed, which are both annoying, but I feel like we have decent answers to both of them, especially considering we have a Keldeo on our team, which can really break them really well. And of course, we have knockoff on Persian to get rid of the Violet on the Ferroseed. We have Water Pulse in that too. I think we're fine against those two things. We can really win late game. It's not a mid-game Pokemon, and because of that, I really want to make sure I had another option to get rid of my opponents, or force my opponents to be taking status. So spreading Thunder Wave, spreading Toxic, and because of that, we do have our final Mon, and that is going to be the Uxie. And I forgot to mention, actually, quickly mentioning, the Dragonite actually has speed, so that it has to be a paralyzed Spectrier, unless it's Scarfed, of course. Moving on. Uxie is great. We have a knockoff, U-turn as our only two attacking moves, Toxic and Thunder Wave as our other two status moves. No rocks this week. I would love to have it because we're going to force a lot of switches, but I can't afford them because if I get up rocks against our team, it means something valuable on my Uxie is being taken away. Because I'm not running Toxic on the Dragonite, I have to run it on the Uxie. I feel like Uxie is going to be coming in on the Rotom at some points, firing off a knockoff to get rid of leftovers or a berry or whatever the case may be, then going for a Toxic. It's going to come in on the Heatran, knock off its leftover so it has no passive recovery. Come in on the, what is it called? The, I'm trying to think of the name, the Mudsdale. Go for a Toxic, get a knockoff so it has no passive recovery. We basically can beat it then if it doesn't have rest. That is the thing. That is what I'm trying to get across here. This set is meant to wear down our team to the point where my Dragonites can win, where my Koko can win, where things that these two Pokemon struggle with can go down or can get severely weakened and toxic and paralyzed. And if I can force in the Spectrier and maybe she expects me, maybe she goes for taunt or whatever, I think my first play against the Spectrier is probably going to go for a knockoff so I can get rid of its specs. This is very useful for me because we still do take any like uproar or whatever shenanigans from the Spectrier with Salem. If she has taunt, that sucks, but we'll see how it goes. We'll see how I'm feeling in game, whether I'm going to go for a Thunder Wave or a knockoff. We'll see. I really like both options against the Spectrier. This set actually has enough investment so that with our Cassiberry, we will not die to any Spectrier hits. We lure it in, paralyze it. We have Toxic for the Rotom. Let's try it again. We have Toxic for the Rotom. We status her entire team, and we have utility in knockoff, and we actually take a Specs Hex after rocks while we are burned with our berry from the Spectrier, and we have speed for anything creeping me aggressively. I just put 28 EVs in there just in case, or 36 rather, excuse me, just in case, to make sure that if by some chance she decides to status me, whatever, I then have Cerebro to just come in and say, no, I will outspeed you just barely, fire off a Thunder Wave, fire off a Toxic, knock off your item, whatever the case may be. And U-turn, by the way, is there specifically because I do not want to take a hit or take an item or trick or whatever get set up on by the Gothitelle. That is it, guys. That is our team. It is a super, super long one, so I appreciate you guys sticking around for it. Whenever we play Live, I have to have a long one, but let's go ahead and jump into the battle. Thank you to Owen OGALBINA for recording our side of it, and let's go ahead and jump into it. Let's do it. All right, everyone, welcome back. No Galarian Zapdos. Shit. And the Whimsicott is here. Fuck. And the Tyrantrum is here. Fuck. Okay, so the one I was worried about the most, low-key, was the Whimsicott. I really didn't want to deal with that thing, but hopefully we can still get it done. The Galarian Zapdos not being here means Keldeo can do a bit more. We do have the Assault Vest, so we should be able to take a hit or two from the Whimsicott, especially if it has very little investment. And the fact there's no Mudsdale is amazing. I will definitely take that. All right. What could Liv lead with? Potentially Rotom, potentially Heatran for rocks, and Whimsicott as well. Let's go lead with. Let's lead with. Coco's a pretty free lead, but yeah, Coco. Let's do with Coco. Coco's a free lead. Let's do that. And we'll be able to find out some good information about Liv's team. The good news is we cannot get stun spored by the Whimsicott on our Coco, which is amazing. I hate getting stun spored by Whimsicott. Yeah, we're good to go. Coco is the lead. All right, thanks again to Owen OGALBINA for recording our side of the battle. Make sure you go and check him out. His link is down in the description. And good luck, have fun to Live. Let's get this done. Let's have a great game. Fingers crossed it goes well. We need one more win to clinch playoffs, I believe, so this should be the game. Hopefully it's the game. All right, Nami, what is this? Rotom. Okay. We're not Magnet anymore. If I go Coco against a Rotom Wash, it's neutral, which is nice, compared to what it had been in the past, which is, or what it would be if it's another form, which would be resisted. If she has just max HP, we do half with Thunderbolt. I think Thunderbolt is pretty fair. She has no immunities, so let's go for the Thunderbolt here. If she Volt Switches out, she Volt Switches out, and that's fine. As we do have speed, so we can confirm it is not Scarfed, and we do over half, so that is offensive. As Hydro Pump comes out, and she misses again. The amount of times Liv has missed with Hydro Pump against me over the past 2 weeks, oh my god, I think she does like 3 misses with Hydro Pump. Okay, She could definitely just switch out, and she may want to preserve this. She might just want to preserve this, which is a possibility. What would she go into? Can you pull up her team again, please? It's the Spectrier. Thank you. It's the Spectrier. It's the Rotom Wash. It's the Tyrantrum. Oh my god. Not Tyranitar. Tyrantrum. I have 35 seconds left. Whimsicott. If she switches out, it might be to Whimsicott. I think that's probably the most likely. I'm not too worried about Whimsicott, so let's go for another Thunderbolt here. Let's do that. I'm not worried about Whimsicott coming in as much. I can just U-turn out. As she stays in, so we're going to get rid of the Rotom. Amazing. That is so big for our Dragonite later on. I love that. That is beautiful. Oh, I'll take that. I will totally take that. I have 4 mons. I have Spectrier, Rotom, Tyrantrum, Whimsicott. There's Heatran. And there is... I should know this. Why don't I know this? I'll take a look. I'll take a look again after. Or maybe I'll just look at my Discord server, the challenge. Oh no, X-Break. What is this? Tyrantrum. Dope. Alright, let's, can you pull up the Pokemon list again, please, just quickly? What am I missing? Gothitelle, that's it. Alright. Gothitelle. So if it sets up a Dragon Dance, do I just lose? No, I shouldn't just lose. If I take a look at Tyrantrum, though, if it is Scarfed, Head Smash will OHKO. We don't 2KO with the Grass Knot. Okay, click on Pokemon, please. You might have to make his heart switch here. Huh. Don't really want to switch on. I think what I'm going to do is we're going to go for a U-turn here. We're going to go for a U-turn. If she is Scarf, she's Scarf. So be it. But I assume she's going to go for a Dragon Dance here, because nothing on my team really wants to take a hit, as she is not Scarfed. And we'll take a look and see, does Keldeo even eat this hit? I know Uxie should eat this hit. Let's take a look at if she is banded. +1. Actually, wow, Head Smash. Wow, we're not taking Head Smash. Jesus, oh my god. I know we'll take it with Persian, but still, I don't really want to take that hit with Persian. Oopsie. Jeez. I thought we took the hit with Persian. Gee, we don't take the hit. Never mind me. How much does Scizor take? Should I take a... That'll fuck me up if it gets a +1. It's a roll to OHKO if it's a Jolly Scarf. Let's go Keldeo. Let's go Keldeo here. Let's go Keldeo, because she has to be worried potentially about the Dazzling Gleam. So I don't know if she would have gone for that right away. Maybe she just goes for Head Smash here. As she goes for Head Smash here, and she connects it, so we managed to get the resisted hit off. It should do about 55% to me. That is insane. Okay, that did, what, 117 points of damage. And she is Adamant. She is Adamant. Okay, click on Pokemon, please. Alright. I don't think I can switch out. I think she's a very free switch into... She has a very free switch into the Whimsicott here. I don't want to give it to her, though, but... Let's go for... I can go for Scald and go for the Burn, but it's not going to kill. I know we're setting up on me. Let's go for Aura Sphere. We'll go for Aura Sphere here. If she goes into the Whimsicott, so be it. She goes into Whimsicott. She does switch out. Tyrantrum is so scary. Perona. That is the Whimsicott. Okay. Yeah, so I was okay with making the Aura Sphere play because I feel like I have decent answers to the Whimsicott in the back. That did good damage. Did we crit? We crits, of course. Sorry, Liv. And she's leftovers. Okay. Okay, so we know she's Adamant Tyrantrum. We're going to switch out, and we're going to go hard into Scizor. And hopefully she goes for Moonblast, or goes for Giga Drain, or something like that, or goes for Leech Seed. If she goes for Leech Seed, not the end of the world. I do have U-turn on this, so I can just switch out. But this way we kind of resist both of her stab options, but I assume she goes for a U-turn here. She goes for Knockoff instead, which does suck because we lose our Aqua Berry. Not the biggest deal in the world. I still don't want to really be in on Heatran, but it's unfortunate, but it's not the end of the world. I do think we have a very free... We have a free knockoff here, because nothing appreciates the knockoff on our team. Nothing will. Nothing really appreciates a U-turn either. Let's go for... Because if I knock off, she goes into Heatran. I'm not appreciating that at all. I'm not liking that. So, if I go for a U-turn here, then, and she goes into Heatran, I go into Keldeo, and kind of have this whole same old song and dance thing again. Let's do it. Let's go for a U-turn. Because I assume the Heatran is coming in. And besides, she'll outspeed me regardless. So we'll see what she wants to do. Actually, Tailwind's up. Okay. That is fine. That is fine. That is scary. That's good damage. That's good damage. Okay, what are we going into here? She outspeeds us with everything. We can go into Cerebro, Paralyze, pretty much anything. That's what she wants to do. Salem was not a good play here. Scizor, we can't go into Scizor. Can't go into Coco. I don't want to go into Dragonite yet. Let's go into Cerebro. Let's go Cerebro. And we can pretty easily, like, Toxic her here or something, but is that the play? Because if she switches out into Spectrier, I don't want that. Really don't want that. She doesn't have Rocks up, though. Let's go for... I really don't like anything that's left. Thunder Wave is free because it paralyzes literally everything. So we're going to go for a Thunder Wave here. If we don't paralyze this, that's fine. If we don't poison this, that's fine. But at least it's something. And we know that one of her status moves is not going to be a status move. Well, Giga Drain is her move of choice there. Okay, wow. I'll take it. That did nothing to us. We don't have any recovery of any sort, so that's not great. But we do manage to get the paralysis off, which is nice. She does have Tailwind, so she should outspeed us here. So I can freely go for a U-turn here. Yes, so we're going to go for a U-turn. Let's do it. U-turn out. She should outspeed us because Tailwind is up. As she's fully paralyzed, I will take it. We can get the U-turn off. That is solid damage. Alright, let's take a look at Scizor. I want to see how much Scizor should be doing to this approximately. When's the caught? 50. Okay. U-turn should do around 40. It's got no investment. 46 to 55. It's got max HP. Let's go into Scizor. We're going to go Scizor. We want outspeed because of the Tailwind. And can you just take a look and see how many turns of Tailwind there are, please? This should be the last turn after the Scizor attack. And from this range, U-turn should kill. Let's take a look. So I think it's going to be info. One turn left. Amazing. So we'll go for a U-turn here. I don't want to be stuck in on the Heatran. I do not want to be stuck in on the Heatran. As she switches out, I will take it. I will take it. Icano, is that the Heatran? Okay. Flame Body is definitely a possibility. I don't know if she was afraid or not of the Flash Fire for the Arcanine, but we'll see here. We do get the U-turn off. Okay, so as far as we know, it's not Flame Body. Now we can go hard into... We can go hard into Keldeo here. Let's do it. Hard into Keldeo. Hard into Keldeo. Now, Heatran, I believe, will take the same amount of damage from either attack. Let's go Heatran, especially defensive. I believe it's going to be especially defensive. That's just my thought process behind it. Scald and Aura Sphere do the same amount. I don't want her switching out into something like the Tyrantrum. I also don't want to take a hit. How much? I'm at 52%. Lava Plume won't... Well, 52 HP. Lava Plume won't KO me. Earth Power... Nothing should KO me here. So... Let's go for Aura Sphere. Let's go for Aura Sphere. I don't think she goes hard into anything that can potentially get burnt. I don't want to burn anything. I want to paralyze the Spectrier and things like that. But Aura Sphere comes out. We do manage to connect on it. And we do a shit ton of damage. Is that another crit? No, it's not. Actually, a Steel Beam. Okay, we are Assault Vest. This is going to KO her. Do we die? 52 HP? Ah, we died. Steel Beam. Great bring. And I think she was offensive from that too. How much does Steel Beam do to us? Wow, if she has no investment, it does. She has to have a good amount of investment to be able to get that KO. Doesn't matter anymore. Okay. Alright, she has the Tyrantrum, which is scary. She has the Whimsicott left, which is scary. The Spectrier. Gothitelle. I think what we're going to do is we're going to go into Salem here. Because Salem can U-turn out on the Gothitelle. It can beat the Spectrier. And we can at least kind of punish a bit the Whimsicott. Perona, that's the Whimsicott, okay. I don't know. We were not affected by any pranks removed, which is nice. How much is Icy Wind going to do this? I want to take a look at that. Icy Wind against... Again, I think this thing has very little investment. Oh, no, that was a crit, so never mind that. But if it has no investment, Icy Wind should do 32 to 38. let's go for the Icy Wind here. Let's go for the Icy Wind here. I imagine she goes for Tailwind. She is fully paralyzed, so I think that was a Tailwind attempt. I managed to get the Icy Wind off. We connect. Do we get the KO one? I don't think we will. We do. We crit. Live. I'm sorry. Oh my god. I'm sorry. Usually my luck in certain games has been really rough, but this season it has been phenomenal, and that really sucks. The last person I want to hack is Liv, because I really want to have good games against her. Like, I go really in depth for all of my team builds with them. Like, we had a 20-minute long team builder, for crying out loud, and we end up critting her twice on her Whimsicott. That is unfortunate. And she missed a Hydro Pump too. Shit. Okay. Good news is she can't set up her speed with Tyrantrum. X Drake. We're gonna go for another. Ooh, do we do that? If she can beat me if she's like weakness policy, rock polish. Click on Pokemon, please. The one under fight. Just want to get the HP around. If that's our set, I think we just lose anyways. She goes for agility or rock polish rather. No, I have Deadpool in the back. So no, we're gonna go for the Icy Wind here. We're going for the Icy Wind. Because not Rhyperior, what is it called? Tyrantrum. Tyrantrum. We do outspeed it. We connect, amazing. Is it weakness policy? That's like Assault Vest, isn't it? That has got to be Assault Vest. Head Smash. She connects. Oh my god, that's a lot of damage. Oh my god, okay. The good news is look, the reason I decided to go for that, by the way, isn't because like I want to sack off Persian, or I really just couldn't like have a chance of losing. I get pretty good information because based on that, I mean, it could just be it could just be, wow, it could just be like max HP. Holy shit. I think we just go for a knockoff here. We just go for a knockoff here in case she switches out. We just go for the knockoff. We're losing Persian here. It's unfortunate, but we're losing it. We managed to get the knockoff, get rid of whatever item it has. Choice banned. That was banded. Holy shit. Okay, we're getting rid of that. I will take it. I will totally take it. We're in a good position too because Coco should be able to take any hit from anything basically. We're going to go into said Coco. Wow. From the damage I was looking at, it looked like it was Scarf. Does Tyrantrum get another ability that I'm not aware of? Strong Jaw, Rocket. No. That does nothing. That doesn't help me here. Okay. Interesting. Alright, so we go Coco. If I can take a look at Coco's here. From this range, Grass Knot is my safest bet, so we're going to go for the Grass Knot here. It does the most damage. So we'll just do that. And we should get the KO with Coco over here. Spectrier is live. And that is scary. Spectrier is very scary. Spectrier custom set. My custom set that I have imported is a spec set. If it's Timid Specs, which I expect it to be, it'll do 97 points of health, 97% at the very most. And we should 2 a KO with Thunderbolt. Look, my question that I'm having right now is, do I decide to U-turn out, or do I stay in and Thunderbolt? Dragonite is healthy. We can gauge the damage with this. We'll take any hit. Let's go for Thunderbolt here. Let's go for Thunderbolt. We have Scizor in the back. It's not burnt or anything, so we should be able to do a solid amount of damage with that. As she is Shadow Ball, let's gauge the damage here. 169. That is definitely not Specs. That is not Specs. That is good damage. Okay. Alright, let's take a look. That did 109 points of health. That is Timid. It's a high roll for Timid. It is a mid roll for Modest. Okay. Click on Pokemon, please. She could be Scarfed. How much does Scizor do with Bullet Punch? Scizor will eat this hit. We do 40 to 48. If it gets to +1, it is 74 to 88. It's a roll for it to KO us at +1, which I don't really want to have to worry. That's if it's Modest. If it's Timid, it won't KO us. So I can get off 2 Bullet Punch, or I can get the knockoff, actually would be safer. Do I sack it off? Do I sack off? Yeah, we're gonna sack off. We're gonna sack off Coco here. We're sacking off Coco. Go for Thunderbolt, please. Liv should kill me here. She might be scarfed. She might be. At +1, this is the roll that I'm getting. Shadow Ball will do 67.7% to 80.2, which is 142. That's at +1. Okay. So let's go into Deadpool. Go into Deadpool. All right. She isn't. I feel like she's in range of Bullet Punch. It's 40 to 48. You know what? Let's have some fun. Let's have a Russian roulette type of thing. Let's go for Bullet Punch. Let's see if we get the roll. We'll go for Bullet Punch. Because I would like to keep this healthy. It'd be nice. And we should take this hit anyway. So Bullet Punch comes out. Do we get the KO? Way to go. Way to go, Scizor. Oh my god, that is beautiful. And we have this around for the Gothitelle. Everything on our team except for the Dragonite has momentum. This is looking like it's going to be a win. It's kind of sad that it's going to be because of a couple misses and crits and everything, but we'll take what we can get. All right. Let's go for a U-turn. We're going to go for a U-turn. We're going to see what she wants to do. She might still win this, for all I know. She could have the most crazy, ridiculous set, as we do outspeed it, so we know it's not scarfed. And we do... That's a solid chunk of damage. It's half. It's not bad at all. It's not a weakness policy, either. I have to go with Cerebro. Cerebro, please. Yeah, so the reason I'm doing this and not Dragonite is because Dragonite doesn't have a way to beat this 1v1 if it's running Rest, and it might. It might have Rest. As goes for Cosmic Power. Oh my god, that is annoying. Whew. This could still win. Maybe not. I do have it's leftovers. Okay. I do have a Scizor, which has Roost, so I should be fine. Let's go for a Toxic into a knockoff. I want to poison this thing. I want to see if she has Rest. Because if she has Rest, then it means she doesn't have Calm Mind. At that point, I don't think she could beat my Scizor. Seriously, I don't think she can. So we Toxic it. We do connect. This set is going to be annoying as hell. It might not be over. Rest. All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Gothitelle with Cosmic Power. Let's go for a U-turn. Let's go for a U-turn back into Scizor. God damn. This might come down to timer. We're gonna have to click fast. Go into Scizor, yeah. When I say we're gonna have to click fast, I mean Owen's gonna have to click fast. Alright, we're gonna go straight for a knockoff here. Sleep Talk. Okay, so she only has one move. It's probably Store Power. Yeah, so she has revealed all of her moves. So if she has the +6, that did nothing. Okay, to my Scizor, it's a roll. It's 50 if she's at +6 everywhere. Wow. Okay, go for a knockoff, please. Oh my god, only have... Wow, I'm screwed. I'm gonna lose this game. Big ol' yikes. That's a yikes. Jesus. Huh. And she rolls a Rest. Let's go for a U-turn. We're going to lose this game off a timer. That sucks. Oh, man, that sucks. She brought the right set. She brought the right set. Kind of wish I had Taunt. But it is what it is. It's a lot of damage. She can just stall it out and she's going to win via timer. That's unfortunate. Go Uxie, please. And we're going to go for a U-turn again. We're just going to keep U-turning around. You know, if she rests, go for a U-turn. If she doesn't, go for a Thunder Wave. We're going to have to hope for paralysis, I guess. We're going to have to hope for paralysis. And we're going to U-turn the next turn. We miss it. That's fine. So we're going to U-turn now. Ah! Liv! She got me. She got me with this. I was so worried about Gothitelle. It's really annoying for me. It just is what it is. It looks like it's going to be a 1-0 loss for us, just based on timer. Maybe we could have stalled her out if there was no timer, but doesn't look like it. And this is where we go. And we're going to go for a U-turn again. Another U-turn. I mean, depending on her rolls, we could win. That's 3 sleep talks she's used. I'll try and keep track of that. We don't have time, but rest. Let's go for another U-turn. She's at +2 all around. We're going to go into Uxie and we're going to U-turn again. Jeez. That did nothing. Oh my god. Into Uxie and U-turn. They're just on the opposite ends. It takes so much longer. If we win this game, we're going to need another crit. That's basically it. Sleep Talk comes out. Is it another Cosmic Power? A rest. A second rest in a row. So we'll see if she goes for a rest here. Go ahead and U-turn. She probably decides to Cosmic Power, if anything. Which, fine. But we're probably going to end up losing here to timer. Go ahead into Scizor. Yep. Oh, this is game. This is game. Oh, man. Woke up. Cosmic Power. Let's go for U-turn. We got crit through. We got crit through. U-turn to 68 to 82 if we crit through. That's literally our only hope. Not even kidding. Not a crit. We just gotta keep trying for it. We gotta keep trying for it. Into Uxie. If I had Taunt instead of Toxic. Uxie just won. U-turn again, please. We just gotta keep going for that crit. We just gotta keep going for that crit. She has no item on her right now. Yeah, U-turn, please. Put U-turn at the wrong spot. Even knockoff without an item doesn't do enough for me to get it, so I just have to go for U-turn. Like, that's the only play. But I genuinely think that if somehow we crit through, we got lucky. We got really lucky to win this game. She put herself in a position to win. If there was no timer, I think we have it at this point, but timer is a factor, unfortunately, so we do have to kind of take the loss. So that's 5 Sleep Talks out of 16. Wow. Rest. That's her. She's rolled rest now 3 times. U-turn, please. Oh, if I had Swords Dance too. Oh my god. That is so unfortunate. It does nothing. It does nothing. We're going to U-turn once more into Uxie. And then Uxie's going to U-turn again. We're just, honestly, Owen, just U-turn Uxie into U-turn Scizor. That's literally all we're going to do the rest of this game. We can't do anything else. So, this is so toxic. Oh my god. I hate this Pokemon. I hate this Pokemon so much. Oh my god. 4. I think that's 4th. It's 4th Cosmic Power. We're just going to U-turn out. We have to bank on crits. Oh, it ran out. Too late. It's over. Alright, it is what it is. We pick up that's a 1-0 loss for us, I believe. That does suck. What are you going to do? Timer was a factor. I didn't play the game in terms of timer that well. I got to the point where I thought I would really do well with it, but here's the issue. I'm sorry, Mom, we're going to talk a little bit about it, but the issue with that set is I can set up all I want with anything. The problem comes up when I try and set up with something that doesn't have any momentum, and that's when Gothitelle that is scarfed comes and traps me. So it's a 50-50. Do I think she's going to be scarfed? Do I think she's going to be like scarf trick? Or do I think she's going to be Cosmic Power rest? It is what it is. We pick up a 1-0 loss. We have our 2nd loss in the season now. We should be still pretty close to clinching playoffs. I think one more loss from anyone, or one more close game should clinch us. But we'll see. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you leave a like on the video. Fuck Gothitelle. Alright, that's all I gotta say. Thanks for watching, everyone. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys all next time.